Hi, I recently traveled to Paris, France, and I could say that it's one of my favorite places in the world. Before the trip, I was looking for how much the flight cost, and I found a reasonable price in the Air France company. Some others offered me cheaper flights, but on different dates, so I chose Air France. After buying the tickets, I started looking for a good hotel on booking website, and I was looking for one in the middle of the city. Then, I read about a hotel, Paris Voltaire, and they had a score of 8.6 on the website. I thought, it's a good place, so I made the reservation. When I arrived to the city, I took a taxi to the hotel. Once I left my luggages in the room, I left my first tour. The first day I visited Paris, I decided to visit Montmartre. Then I purchased a ticket for the subway. The ticket had a cost of $1.90 and counted for one trip. Montmartre is a charming hillside neighborhood with amazing views of Paris. It was a popular spot for world-famous artists who worked and lived in Montmartre and around. Artists such as Picasso or Van Gogh found inspiration in beautiful streets and atmosphere of Montmartre. Even today, you will see painters and other artists working on their next work art. At the top of the hill, you will find the famous Sacré-Cœur Basilica, an important political and cultural monument, and an architectural marvel. Don't miss the Church of Saint Pierre next door, and adorable smart vineyards close to the Montmartre Museum. At the foot of the hill, there is a famous Moulin Rouge, the historic birthplace of French can dance. Moulin Rouge is now a popular tourist attraction, offering musical dance entertainment shows. The ferie shows in Moulin Rouge had a cost of $101.34. The food of all the day had a cost of $64. For the second day, I chose an ancient monument, Notre Dame de Paris, meaning Our Lady of Paris. It's a famous medieval Gothic cathedral located on the island in the center of Paris, called Ile de la Cité. The cathedral is full of impressive Gothic elements and architectural details. Notre Dame was largely complete in the 13th century and was badly damaged during the French Revolution, until it was rescued from destruction by Napoleon, who used the cathedral on himself Emperor of the French. The cathedral is widely known for the story of Hunchback of Notre Dame by Victor Hugo. The entry is free, but if you want to see the tower, it costs $8.50 or the trip $7. The third day, I visited the catacombs of Paris. I discovered the impressive underground Paris by visiting the catacombs, a shadowland of underground tunnels and galleries underneath busy Parisian streets. The ossuary, known as the catacombs, date back to the 18th century, when the remains of over 6 million people were moved into underground tunnel network of former stone mines to reduce the growing number of cemeteries in Paris. While you walk through the tunnels, you will see the sign of the street you are under, as well the names of the original cemetery location from where the remains were moved. The tour for the catacombs has a cost of $90.19. The fourth day, I visited the famous Eiffel Tower. The tower is one of the most recognized world attractions and most visited monuments in the world. Including the tip, Eiffel Tower is 1,063 feet tall and is the tallest structure in Paris. It was constructed in 1889 by the company owned by the engineer Gustave Eiffel as the entrance to the 1889 World's Fair, and was originally supposed to be demolished after. The tower offers three floors, and to reach the second one, you can even climb the 674 stairs if you don't feel like taking the elevator. The cost of the tour was $47.63. Finally, the last day I take a tour for the museums. Paris is home to over 100 museums. The most famous museum in Paris is the Louvre, which is the world's largest art museum, featuring permanent display of the most famous world artists, including Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa. The tour starts by entering through an impressive glass pyramid. A tour for the museum was $117.09. The next day, I went back to my country, but I took many photos of my trip, and I could recommend Paris as a place to visit for everyone who is looking for a beautiful and historical place. I traveled in the spring season because it is possible to see all the colors of the city. I saw some monuments like the Triumphal Arch or Versailles Palace only in the distance, so I just took some photos. Now, if we talk about prices, the cost of the flight was $1,224. Tours and visits was $373.75. The cost of the hotel was $602. I spent more than $60 per day on food and about $8 per day on transportation. My total spend was around $2,500, and I have to say it was an amazing trip, and it was cheaper than I had imagined. Thank you all for looking.